everybody, and welcome back once again to Let's Play The Witcher 2 Enhanced Edition. Yes folks, The Witcher 2 is back from its hiatus, and we are raring once again to get stuck into it. I say that tongue-in-cheek, because this is going to be the 5th time that I've played this particular session. It's going to be roughly about an hour long in length. And I've played, as I say, I've played it 5 times. This will be the 5th time I've played it. The first 2 times I played the first hour of Flotsam, graphical issues, crashing, texture issues on my old computer. So I put The Witcher 2 on pause until I got my new computer. I got my new computer. Yesterday I played a session of The Witcher 2 again, another hour of the first hour of Flotsam, for the 3rd time, hoping it would be my last. Alas, there were some sound issues. The game sound was far too loud and distorted, so I had to scrap that recording and record a second session. I recorded a second session, everything seemed to be going extremely well, nice and smoothly, sound levels were fine, the graphics were fine, perfectly a-okay, you know, brightness was fine, and it got right to the last 10 minutes, and Fraps crashed, and I lost the footage. Suffice to say, I almost put something through my monitor screen, but I managed to keep myself relatively calm, and here I am again. 5th time I will be playing the first hour of Flotsam. If I never see this part of the game ever again, I won't be too sad about it. Anyway, I'm sure you haven't sat down to look forward to The Witcher 2 returning to hear me moan and gripe about my issues, so hopefully, without further ado, we shall press on past the first hour of Flotsam and beyond, and hopefully enjoy this beautiful game. But before I do, just a couple of things to sort out. I have a talent point to spend. Now I will be spending my talent points predominantly on the swordsmanship tree. I've done some research, had a look at a couple of builds that I've done some research on, and I found one that I think I would like to try out. So I'm going to be trying a swordsman build, with the occasional point put into some of the signs such as Ard and Quen, and a couple of points also into the alchemy tree, but apart from that it's going to be predominantly the swordsmanship path. In terms of my training tree, I've got a point in dagger throwing. I'm going to put 2 points into dagger throwing. I already have 2 points in parrying, and I'm going to have my last 2 points in fortitude, giving me an extra bit of vigor regeneration, +1 to vigor, and more importantly, it's going to give me a mutagen slot, which is going to come in pretty handy, seeing as the swordsmanship tree is not too heavy in mutagen slots. So that's my training build, and that's my overall build, what I'm planning to do.
Your witch's ass is going to have to get wet. Jump!
Just a moment, please. As for my inventory management, I have a few items to sell. I'm not quite over carry capacity, so I'm not going to drop anything just yet. But the plan is sell all the excess weaponry, although I think I have some boots to put on. Yeah, these worn hardened leather boots are an upgrade from my worn leather boots, so I'm going to stick those on as an upgrade and sell everything else. And then when we get to the inn, I'm going to free up even more space by sticking all my crafting items into the inn. Sort of, it's like a bank for later use, because crafting is pretty useful in this game, I've heard.
It's cold as hell. Come on, Witcher.
Considering that buying items in the shop is pretty expensive.
Any news from your secret informant?
The port's blocked. Some merchants have been held up for months.
What about roads through the forest?
Yorveth rules the forest.
Something's brewing.
How goes it, Witcher?
Right, so I'm carrying too much, but
You coming?
it's not a major issue. It actually might be an issue, because I do have a little bit of a fight to come, and being over encumbered whilst fighting is not the best. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop one of these long swords. Cost to weight ratio not too marvellous. So I'll drop one of them and off we go. So, in terms of the graphics then,
Where are we?
In a forest?
Very funny. But who does it belong to?
pretty nice, eh?
Yorveth, maybe? I know more about the Pontar Valley than you think. For instance, I know that Foltest stole this land from Demavend a few years back. I believe you had a hand in that.
And I currently have it on high. It's not on ultra, although I could have tried it on ultra because, as I said, I played this game twice yesterday on the high settings, and apart from the sound issues and the fraps issue that I had, everything was running extremely smoothly. So I could try on ultra. I don't think it'd be too much of an issue, but even on high, I mean, it still looks pretty amazing.
That's Vernon Roche, Special Forces Commander for the last 4 years, servant of the Temerian King, responsible for the pacification of the Mahakaman foothills, hunter of elves, murderer of women and children, twice decorated for valor on the field of battle.
Yorveth, a regular son of a whore.
I've long awaited our meeting, laid plans, set traps, and now you appear in my forest of your own volition.
You aided the man who slew my king.
King or beggar, what's the difference? One Dwan less.
Okay, you need to take him alive.
Since when did the Scoia'tael hire professional killers to do their dirty work?
Too slow.
A Dwan, even. You've fallen low.
A hired killer, true. But in all certainty, he is no Dwan.
Don't make a big deal of the race thing.
Yet race is the very reason we fight. We have pointed ears, yours are rounded. We are few, yet long-lived. Your kind multiplies like vermin, though thankfully expires quickly. Humans and elves alike, trying to prove one shape is better than the other. 400 years of killing over the mold of the Oracle.
Yep, we are here for one man only.
The Kingslayer's among you. We've come for him.
Then our interests collide. The Kingslayer is under my protection, and I'll not hand over a guest.
You're just another old elf in a young elf's skin, using clever words to mask an obvious truth.
Obvious, you say?
This is not about race or freedom, or even vengeance. You're here because someone powerful told you to be. Someone who's using you. They may wear a crown, carry a magic wand, or even lead a guild. But be sure of this. It's not about your freedom, your rights, or your ears. Nilfgaard plowed you once. Now someone new does. Am I wrong?
Those times are gone. No one will ever use the Scoia'tael again.
Hit a nerve there.
Who are you addressing? Me? Yourself? Or the archers in those shrubs?
Archers in shrubs.
Enough of this piss!
Starling!
Whoa, whoa, whoa! What the hell? Calm down.
Uncanny spars, Perkwan, Rourt!
Ah, that's right. Your arrows are now pretty little butterflies.
That ought to discourage them. Triss, are you alright?
Lovely.
Dear, she's looking a bit peaky.
You should have charmed the archers. They're coming.
Oh, how nice, how grateful. Can you see she's on the floor and almost unconscious? Turning arrows into butterflies not quite enough for you?
The spell's still working. Stay close.
Okay. Right.
Back to the boat?
There's even more of them that way. We must fight our way toward Flotsam.
Time to practice some of my swordsmanship, eh?
Yes! To Larino! Who did you think it was?
I'm not a sack of flour or something.
Walk into these traps and see what happens to you. Look,
At least I'll die holding a lovely ass.
I'll hold the spell.
Come on, let's
Oh.
go.
Stop
we might not have a choice about these two, though.
Are you alright?
fine.
Suck on that, fruitcakes!
What the hell is that? starting to think we'll... Wait. The barrier's waiting.
Be quick!
Oh, where do you come from? Anyone for some chop suey? Oh, what's that? Come on, you damn elves! I still have time to pick herbs around here. Or is not doing a good enough job of keeping me occupied.
Alarm! Squirrels! There's a mage among them! Ready yourselves!
That's right. Stand down.
You know each other?
Rather well, but he has amnesia. I actually took the Witcher by surprise when I killed Foltest. Fear not, elf. I know Geralt. I know his weakness.
What is his weakness? Care to tell me so I can counteract it?
Too many spells at once. You can die from that.
See that?
Yeah, the Kingslayer and Yorvith.
You all in one piece? Who are you?
I'm a witcher.
Emir var Emrys, spice merchant.
A trader?
In spices.
Really? A spice trader?
And the woman?
Trading in spices?
My good man, we barely escaped death. Be so kind as to tell us where we might get some rest. We'll explain everything later.
Very well. Head for the market square. You might be in time for the execution. Some ne'er-do-wells are going to hang. A dwarf and some bard. There's also an inn and a brothel.
Oh yeah, the brothel sounds especially interesting. Take care now.
How now, Triss? Brothels can be fun.
Spice merchant.
Spice merchant.
More likely.
Trading in spices. Talk about squirreling the obvious.
Did you see that?
Squirrels at our very walls.
I'm a spice merchant.
I saw him with my own...
Trading in iron. Right, one more talent point to spend, and we're going to put it into Fortitude. Give us a bit of extra vigor regen. I think it's probably going to be the only vigor regen we do focus on in the entire build, so we will be using some signs, so it should come in handy at some point. As I say, upgraded art and upgraded Quen. Quen being the shield. So we do actually have a mutagen. We do have two, in fact. If you go back to our inventory,
Who are these blokes?
you can see that we have lesser range, which is good for signs. Well, the range of signs at least. And we have also a lesser power, which is good for extra damage. Now, mutagen slots are very rare. And once you mutate a slot, you cannot remove it. So it's imperative that we only use those mutagen slots for the best mutagens we can find. So I'm not going to fill them with lesser mutagens, I'm going to fill them with greater mutagens whenever we happen to stumble across them. So any sort of lesser mutagens, I suppose, will have to be sold.
What about Laredo? Where's the commandant when we need him?
Quiet, woman!
Shut it yourself! Guzzling ale and lollygagging that.
You ought to shave. Get a haircut.
You cheeky wench!
We've all heard what the Witcher did in Vizima. Blood flows when...
Get a haircut. The nerve of the woman! As if she's the height of fashion. Right, so the plan is head for the execution square. The entire town, I imagine.
I think the stew's ready.
If we
Quiet woman. Artist at work.
You might want to stir it.
I don't stir. I work the material.
Yeah, fancy words for stirring me. Yeah, as you can see, there's lots and lots of items to collect from all these barrels and packages, all crafting materials, but they're going to weigh me down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend a session or two. Well, I say a two. It's probably just going to take one session. I'm just going to spend one session predominantly focusing on basically collecting all the craftable items and things from the barrels and boxes in the sort of open world map in the town itself. There are also items to loot and plunder in people's houses and things, but I don't, as I might have said on the previous update, I don't intend to break into houses just to take their goodies, so I'll just stick to taking the items from the town and the open world. But yeah, I'll be doing that on a specified session to stockpile materials for crafting and alchemy.